The final stop on the road to vengeance. We have finally made it to the show. It is time to review Vengeance 2004. Tro, how you doing? What you think of this show?
I thought this show was very, very interesting.
To say the
Very
least.
similar.
So, so we've reviewed every Raw from, well, first off, we reviewed Bad Blood, and then we reviewed every Raw after Bad Blood up until this pay per view here. So we've covered everything pretty much leading up to this show, and now we are going to cover the show itself. Let's get
The
into
end is here.
it. Yeah, the end is here, and after a couple of solo random shows we have lined up. We'll be doing another Road to pay per view pretty soon. Let me pull up my notes here.
Live from Hartford, Connecticut.
Yes, that is where the pay per view, the first time since No Way Out 2000 that they were live from Hartford, and it's crazy how just 4 years later, the two guys who were on commentary for that show, Jr. and Lawler, Jr. brings up the show in the main event because he said this is the first time Triple H is in Hartford since the Hell in a Cell match against Mankind or
Mm.
Foley, whatever. And Lawler says, "Was that in July too?" And JR's like, I don't know. I'm sitting there like, y'all were on the show.
I don't,
It was in February. Like it was
I don't
no.
watch the I don't watch the product here, folks. I don't even know who the hell is this Triple H guy. I don't know who he is, but I think he's a son of a bitch. Kane did what to Lita? The fuck am I here for?
So we kick it off with a random but very entertaining tag match. Garrison Cade, may he rest in peace, and Jonathan Coachman taking on Tajiri and Rhino. So if you remember last week's review, we went over the Raw from the prior week where they opened the show with musical chairs where the winner got a title shot. Well, in that, Coach was no, actually Tajiri was eliminated first, and Coach was laughing at him. So Tajiri spit Coach with the miss. Coach went down, and something happened on the Heat pre-show
Yeah,
where
I'm skimming through now.
yeah, where I believe Cade and Coach were like, Tajiri, you get a partner, and you meet us in the ring later than when the show starts. And Tajiri ended up getting Rhino, who would be his tag team partner for pretty much next couple of months. Like I said, at Unforgiven, Tajiri and Rhino get a title shot at La Resistance for the tag titles, and I just spoiled the tag title match on this show, but that's okay. But yeah, this was an entertaining match. The crowd wanted to see Coach get his ass kicked, and they got exactly what they wanted to see. Coach was a very good heel, man. I'm a fan of entertaining non wrestlers, and Coach was one of those. And yeah, like I said, the crowd wanted to see Coach get his ass whooped here, and they got exactly that. Tajiri gets the win after a buzzsaw kick to Coach, and I give this match 3.5 stars. What do you think, Tro?
Oh, yeah, it is a very random match.
It
I
is.
think this match came about when they realized, like, oh shit, we're not gonna go over here, guys. We kind of fucked up. We need to quickly add another match.
Right.
Now, I did just turn on Heat. They could have had this. Could have been the opening match.
Oh,
You
you're
ready for this
actually
one?
what?
I skipped. I watched a little bit of Heat.
Okay.
Val Venus in 2004. Val Venus
Mhm.
before or after, I guess, after Chief Morgan was over in '04.
Yeah, this would be after.
Um, weird to see him like this against Tyson Tonkville with Trish
Oh, okay.
Stratus.
And see, that's why Trish was not on the show. Trish, that was a weird thing I was thinking about. Like during the main event, I was like, man, this is a
Oh, see,
WWE Raw pay per view from 2004, and we get no Trish.
she
But the
was on the show.
reason, well, she was on Heat. But the reason for
That
why
counts.
she wasn't on the pay per view is because Christian got hurt, and that was the whole feud with Jericho and Christian, with Trish in the middle, and obviously Tyson Tomko. There, I'm sure they had something planned for this pay per view with those people involved. And once Christian gets hurt, what are you gonna do with Trish? Well, obviously Trish is the women's champ, but the women's title was not on the line on this night. They actually had a number one contenders match for the women's title. We'll be getting to that a little later on. So after that tag match, we have Evolution backstage, and it's like it starts out Orton, Batista, and Flair, and they're all a little mad and angry about what's been going on. Triple H walks in, and Orton is saying the same thing that everybody in Evolution has been saying to Triple H. What's going on with Eugene here? Why is he rolling with us? Blah blah blah. And Triple H is like, don't worry about it. I got this under control. He's gonna get me the title back tonight. And then Triple H all of a sudden realizes, wait a minute, where's Eugene? And Randy Orton says, well, it's not my day to watch him. It's Batista's day to watch him. Batista's like, man, I watched him all of last week. And they're all getting mad. And Triple H's like, it doesn't matter whose day it is to watch him. And Orton points to Batista, which was kind of funny. Um, and then so Triple H is like, I gotta go look for him. He can't be by himself. And then just as Triple H is about to leave the door, he walks up to the Evolution locker room door. He's just about to leave, and he notices Eugene and Chris Benoit. And Benoit is essentially trying to tell Eugene, like, look, Evolution's using you here. Don't run around with them. Don't hang around with them. I'm your friend. They're not. They're using you to get the world title. And that was the end of that. That was a good scene. We have a couple of backstage segments with Evolution tonight. Batista and Chris Jericho. Well, what do you think about this backstage segment here?
I thought it was good. I like that eventually it sets up, I think, to the next night
Right.
where they're arguing like all the things they had to do for Eugene, and Batista says, "I hate to take the guy to Chuck E. Cheese." And now I'm just picturing big ass Dave Batista at Chuck E. Cheese. This pizza is great. No wonder he turns on freaking Triple H the
Right.
next week. Do you know how many freaking tickets I had to win for this motherfucker?
Speaking of Batista, he is the next match, Batista against Jericho. And if you remember, when we were doing the Road to Vengeance, I was watching one of the Raws, and they were doing the match thing, what showing what matches were coming up to the pay per view, and I saw this one. I was like, that didn't happen. Obviously, it did, and I was really excited because I did not remember. This is a show that I know I've only seen before today, like once or twice, so I didn't remember too much about it. But the one thing I'll say about this match, it didn't really do much for me. I gave this 1 star. I didn't really enjoy it that much. Batista got the win, so obviously they're trying to push Batista here, even though of course the guy next in line evolution wise is Orton. Batista ultimately would be the guy after Orton. So what did you think about Batista and Jericho here?
It was something for them both to do.
Yeah,
Um, I wouldn't say it's exactly a big showcase match for Batista, but it's just kind of like to remind people like, oh yeah, he's still here and he's still like he doesn't need Ric Flair just to be dangerous. He's dangerous on his own.
right. I still think they had something different planned for Jericho, and the whole thing with Christian getting hurt is a big
Yeah,
reason why he's facing Batista here. Now, granted, at this point, the Jericho Christian feud would have been going on, you know, January, February, pretty much 7 months at this point. So yeah, I don't know if they'd still be doing it, but it seems like they wanted to. I think they would have still been doing it. Look at
Well,
Bad
they
Blood. At Bad Blood, they kind of replaced Christian with Tom Co. Jericho faced Tom Co. So
they brought the feud back when when Christian came back from injury, but that was only because Edge got hurt.
yeah, because Edge got
So
hurt, they
they
had
had to
that
blow
lot.
off,
Yeah,
yeah, the ladder match, which they probably would have already done
yeah,
at Vengeance probably this time.
maybe. Wow. So after Batista and Orton, we have Evolution backstage again. Like I said, we were gonna see them again. And Eugene walks into the locker room here, sits down on the couch, and all of a sudden you see Orton and Flair like, "Oh, give me a break," and they sort of walk out of the picture. And Triple H just sits down with Eugene's like, what happened there with Benoit? And obviously Eugene they talk about it, and Triple H again is trying to manipulate Eugene here, trying to tell him whatever Benoit says, he's not your friend. We're your friend, and we're gonna prove it here. Evolution has a little surprise for you. And Ric Flair comes back in the picture, and Triple H says, "Look, Ric Flair's gonna get you the little surprise we have." And Flair's reluctant. He's shaking his head, no, no. But Triple H is like, "Go get the surprise." So Flair comes back, and he's got a Ric Flair type robe for Eugene. Eugene gets all excited, puts the robe on, and essentially just runs out of the locker room. That was a cool little segment there. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I thought it was I thought it was fine. It's nice to show Ric Flair, somebody who's normally in the background, just being all supportive,
Yeah,
having to confront like, God damn it, I actually have to work. I have to work with this son of a bitch. I
yeah,
got this room custom made for this motherfucker, for this bastard. The hell are you doing, Triple H? I love you, man, but damn it.
yeah. Okay, so next we have La Resistance versus Eugene and Ric Flair for the tag team titles. I thought this was okay. Not nothing too special. Obviously La
But I'm
Resistance.
bum.
Obviously La Resistance retain. I guess having two comedic tag matches. I guess the fans weren't ready for a second one. You got the coach in there in the first one. And they were hot for that. Like I said, they wanted to see Coach get
Yeah.
his ass whooped. They weren't too hot for Eugene here. So, like I said, decent match. La Resistance got the win. Maybe some of it was just they didn't want to see Eugene and Flair as tag champs. Maybe I guess there's that.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the match, I thought the ending with Eugene just hitting everyone's move on
Yeah,
them was pretty entertaining.
yeah, that
He hit
was.
a he pretty hit a decent stunner,
Hmm.
and it's amazing how everyone does a rock bottom better than the Rock. No, not rock bottom. People's elbow does a better people's elbow than the actual Rock. Because what I don't even know what the Rock even does with people elbow. It looks like he barely ever hits the guy. When
Mm,
other people do the people's elbow, they're actually like they're actually dropping an elbow.
yeah.
You ever see Snoop Dogg drop the people's elbow?
I think I may have seen him do it once. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he did it at a WrestleMania, I think, last 2 years ago when Shane McMahon tore his quad. He dropped a
Oh,
pretty good elbow.
okay. Next up, we have no disqualification. Matt Hardy taking on Kane, and I love this match. This was a really good match. I love the build up to it. I've been saying that as we've been building up to these, watching these Raws. Uh, I love this storyline. Obviously, we get more of it through the summer as they have a rematch at SummerSlam. So in the end of this one, Lita comes down to the ring. She tries to stop Kane. Kane has like steel steps, and Lita distracts him. Kane turns around, and gets a chair to the steps, which obviously puts the steps in Kane's face. Kane goes down. Matt Hardy gets the win. I give this 4.5. What do you think?
Poor Kane. I mean, the match itself was fine. It was a good Kane destroying this poor man type of match, and it shows Kane's one of Kane's only weaknesses being Lita, and
Right,
now his unborn child, which he cares so much about.
right.
But Kane has been on such a freaking pay-per-view losing streak.
Yeah.
He doesn't win again until SummerSlam on pay-per-view. But until SummerSlam, before that, his previous win would have been at Survivor Series against Shane.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so Survivor Series,
'03 to
he
SummerSlam
loses.
'04. He loses all the time on
He
pay per
loses
view.
at he loses at Armageddon because it was a triple threat, and obviously he wasn't going to be main event at Mania.
No,
He well Royal Rumble, obviously he doesn't win that. Um,
no.
Mania, he loses to Undertaker. Backlash, he loses to Edge. Bad Blood, as we covered, he loses to Benoit. And then Vengeance, what did he
He
do at
lost to
Vengeance?
Matt. He lost to Matt Hardy.
Did we cover that show?
We're covering it now. And then he beats Matt Hardy at
Yeah,
SummerSlam. Then he loses to Shawn Michaels. And then he
right.
forms a tag team with fucking. Oh, that was the next year. Then he loses to Gene Snitsky. The
Snitsky.
dude fucking the dude lost a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the Snitsky feud. That was really cool. Um, I enjoyed what they were doing, even though he was losing. I enjoyed what they were doing with him. So next we have Matt Hardy and Lita backstage. Matt Hardy's like all angry as he's walking backstage. Lita tries to stop him, just like I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. Matt's angry at the fact that obviously Lita is pregnant and she just came down to the ring and got herself in danger, which could have led to Lita losing the baby. Bit of a spoiler, well, not a spoiler, but foreshadowing.
Yeah.
And so Matt says he doesn't want her near the ring, and he says, as long as until I get things settled, stay away from me as well. So good segment there, a good little segment there post match to continue the feud there, continue the storyline. I should say. Matt's obviously not feuding with Lita, but I mean continue the storyline. What'd you
Yeah.
think of that?
Lita, I do not want you. Lita, please be a responsible mother. Don't go to the freaking ring. You're pregnant. But I want to be. Too fucking bad. I don't know if that kid is mine.
This is
By the way,
shaping.
stop hanging out with Edge.
Yeah. This is shaping up to be a very quick review here. We kind of went through like all the
Yeah.
laws, so like we're kind of just going through match by match here, segment by segment. And speaking of segments, that was the last segment, so we just have matches left. Intercontinental title, Randy Orton defending against Edge, and this is where a Randy Orton's long title run that started back at Armageddon, so the same night that Kane's pay-per-view losing streak started. Randy Orton became Intercontinental Champion, and this is where that run ended for Orton, but for obvious reasons, for good reasons on Randy's part, because they have something bigger planned for him. This match, in my opinion, was really good. It started out a little slow. Crowd wasn't feeling it. There was a little bit of boring chants, but to me, just because the crowd's chanting boring doesn't mean it's going to be a bad match. It doesn't mean you can't win them over in the end. And Orton and Edge won the crowd over in the end. The crowd was starting to get into it a little later on. And like I said, Edge wins the title after a spear. And Orton's run is over. They actually have Orton after the match. They show him a little upset. He's covering his eyes, and Jerry Lawler being
Yeah.
the heel commentator on Evolution's side is trying as JR is like he's crying. Lawler's like, oh, he's not crying. He just got water in his eyes. He's wiping sweat off his face. What do you think of this match?
I thought it was a very, very good match. I really liked how, in the end, it was Orton's own undoing that did him
Right,
in. Because he undoes the turnbuckle, and yet Edge is the one who pushes him into it. But it wouldn't have been much of a problem if Orton hadn't undone it, did it before.
right,
So,
right,
and then it's just, but it's also very interesting because you don't have Evolution trying to interfere at this point. Like you don't have Batista or Ric Flair coming on down to try to stop this from happening. Now,
right.
I know. There's it's also
Evolu-
it's really
Evolution's job is to make sure Triple H
yeah
stays world champion, not to make sure anybody else keeps their belt.
yeah. So it's like fan theory thinking, but
Yeah,
like I'd imagine like Triple H said, no, stay in the back. Let Orton if Orton can handle Edge himself. If he
yeah,
can't, then so be it. You guys have to focus on making me the world champion tonight and keeping an eye on that idiot over there.
yeah.
Bye.
So, number one contenders match, as I said earlier, we had a number one contenders match for the women's title. Molly Holly taking on Victoria. Victoria coming out with Nicki Minaj singing her to the ring. That is something that is still wild to me. That in 2004, Nicki Minaj actually was a part of a WWE theme song before anybody even knew who she was.
Wow, I forgot about this match.
Yeah, it's something you could forget about. It wasn't really, and nothing against Molly
Well,
Holly or Victoria, but there just wasn't much going on with this match. Victoria got the win, so
yeah,
she will be next in line
it,
to face Trish at when did it happen? So Diva Dodgeball was
yeah, I
SummerSlam.
was about to say it probably happened on a random ass Raw.
It probably did. Was it Unforgiven though?
I don't think they hold off that long.
Yeah. So yeah,
But
Victoria, go ahead.
this is another point to this being pretty much like WrestleMania 20. We have another literal freaking WrestleMania 20 rematch here,
Yeah,
minus the uh, minus the head shave and
yeah.
Molly Holly.
Yeah, well, Molly would have had to get her wig shaved if that was.
Yeah, it would have been funny if Victoria just ripped it off like, no, not again.
Sit her
But
down.
Molly rocked the freaking bald bald
Yeah,
look though.
yeah. They have her sit down in the barber's chair, and then Victoria just rips the thing off. It's like, okay, that's it.
Not again. Damn it. How bad do you want to get on vengeance? Can we shave your hair?
So
Like Amy.
main event time. This is what we've been building to. This was the main story on all these Raws we've been reviewing. Triple H taking on Chris Benoit for the world title. Benoit obviously is your champ, and Eugene is playing the third wheel role in this storyline, which I have no problem with. Let me tell you one. Let me tell because I've been watching. I've been rewatching 1997 Raws. And it was kind of interesting that at this same time I've been following an old storyline that has a third wheel storyline to it, like this Eugene Triple H Benoit situation. After Survivor Series 1997, they had a third wheel storyline for their world title going into DX. This, the In Your House DX, this was a bad third wheel storyline. Shawn Michaels comes out every night on Raw after Survivor Series and before DX. And who does he cut promos on? He doesn't cut promos on the guy he's going to face at DX, Ken Shamrock. He cuts promos on a guy who isn't even in the company anymore. in Bret Hart. That is a third wheel storyline that makes absolutely no sense. You're third wheeling a guy who isn't even in the freaking company anymore. And why does nobody ever talk about that In Your House DX pay per view or that main event between Shamrock and Shawn Michaels? Well, that has something to do with it. This was a really good third wheel storyline, in my opinion. You add Eugene to it, and Triple H, being the heel that he is taking advantage of somebody like Eugene. He's using him the best he could to try to get that world title back. And in the end, it all blows up in his face as the match is ending. Eugene has a chair. He doesn't. It's kind of like, is he going to hit Benoit? Is he going to hit Triple H? Well, in the end, Benoit tries to take the chair away. There's a little struggle for the chair, and Eugene ends up getting the chair away from Benoit. But as he does that, bang, he hits Triple H with the chair. Benoit rolls him up 1, 2, 3. This is my match of the night. I give this 4.5 stars. What do you think?
You put Benoit and Triple H together, and for whatever reason, they just have a decent match, and this was what it was. I mean, Benoit goes over in the end. His last pay-per-view title defense win. They have a pretty good Iron Man match. I think like 2 weeks
Yes.
later.
Yes.
Um, but
Funny thing, funny thing about that Iron Man match, when the move to Peacock first happened, the guide, the episode synopsis, if you will, for that episode actually said Chris Benoit on it when they first
no,
moved to Peacock. Yeah.
Triple H in an Iron Man match against no one.
It doesn't say
He's
it anymore.
wrestling thin air for 60 minutes.
Yeah, Ben wasn't naming up there anymore. But when the move first happened and Peacock first put that episode up, for at least like maybe a couple of hours, it said Benoit, Chris Benoit.
Maybe Hulk Hogan put the captions up. I liked how in the end, much like how Randy Orton's trying to cheat is what did him in.
Yeah,
It's Triple H's whole plan
right.
blown in his face. This time it was on accident. Eventually it becomes on purpose in the Iron Man match.
But yeah, this was I love it. The whole that this is what we were building up to the whole time. Triple H thinks he's got a full safe plan, foolproof plan that's going to lead to Eugene just beating the hell out of Chris Benoit and helping Triple H win the title, which makes sense because Eugene, when you get Eugene mad, Eugene will go off on somebody. And
Yeah.
that's what Triple H was trying to do the whole time. That's why Triple H is like, they're not your friends. Benoit's not your friend. This guy's not your friend. So stay mad at that. Be mad because of that. And that's what Triple H was doing. He was trying to get Eugene to be mad so he would go off on Benoit. But in the end, it blew up in his face. And that was a great ending. Great way to end this pay per view.
Yes, and I think the reason why Triple H the next night isn't like "fuck Eugene, screw Eugene" is because from the context of where Triple H is looking at it, it does kind of look like an accident that Eugene hit
Right.
him hit him with the chair. It's like, oh man, I really hate him, but accidents. I don't think he'd do that with any other member of Evolution.
Yeah.
But he's so convinced that he can still use Eugene until it's absolutely too late.
Right.
Like, damn it. You really fucked up. If any of you fucked up, I'd kill you. But he's okay.
Yeah. So this vengeance, it's really interesting because this vengeance is like in the middle of two really good vengeance, like '03, which was, if it wasn't for WrestleMania 19, Vengeance '03 would have been my favorite pay-per-view of that year. And then 2 years later, Vengeance '05, which really was my favorite pay-per-view of that year. And I was lucky enough to see that on pay-per-view. And my gosh, you had Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, you had Batista, Triple H, Hell in a Cell, and that triple threat for the WWE title was really good as well. But this show, in my opinion, it's not necessarily on the level of that show, but it's still really good. I really enjoyed this. If I had to give a 10 out of 10 rating, because of the fact that I gave 3 matches 4.5 stars, I give this a 9.5 out of 10. What did you give this?
I'd probably give it about an 8.5.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know,
So
the thing with this show is it's the start of the end of the whole Benoit era because the
right,
next time we see Benoit is he's defending his title against Randy Orton. Well,
yeah,
Randy Orton just lost his IC title, so that would open up to him winning the number one contenders battle royal.
yeah,
So it's the uh, it's the slow start of the rise of Randy Orton.
yes, it is. The rise of the rise of Randy Orton really kind of started with him winning the IC title and having that IC title run,
Well,
and obviously,
individual Orton.
right, right, and obviously the backlash match with Foley was big too. Um, this match even I mean this show, excuse me, was even like right before or right after Great American Bash Show. For you know how much I love that show. Um, I'd put that show above this Vengeance show, but yeah, this Vengeance show it still holds its own. It's still a really good show, even though, like I said, the pay per view before it was really good. The two Vengeance in between it was really good, but this just seems like it's like a forgotten gem of a show to me, because obviously Benoit Triple H was not like this amazing match that people still talk about to this day. It was more of a storyline match, which I enjoy it. I love storyline matches, and there really wasn't one match that like necessarily stands out to where like people would say, "Oh, I freaking love that match." But it was still a really good show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was decent for it was decent for 2004.
right.
I think we might look fondly a little bit more on it because we did watch all the Raws before it. So
Yeah. That's the fun thing to do though, to watch the shows,
yeah,
and that's why that's all of a sudden something we're doing now, where we
we
have
gotta watch the
two
heats too.
we have two road to pay per view type of reviews coming up, but before that we have SummerSlam '99 next, and we should be doing that in the coming days. I don't know when. And I shouldn't say tomorrow because every time I say tomorrow, we don't end up doing the show the next day. So
No,
we're not gonna say
we're not
tomorrow.
doing it Saturday because I mean we can do our NFL preview tomorrow. We can do it Saturday. We can't do it Sunday because that's the day of the actual games. So
Right, Bears and Giants both play. So not only are
midway
we,
through the first quarter, I'm saying we're gonna lose.
yeah, not only will, so we have to get the NFL,
Yeah.
the Bears fan and Giant fan preview their team season. We have to get that before Sunday. Not gonna do that on.
That's the only time crunch that we actually have.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter when any of the other ones we do.
Yeah.
And obviously, we are not going to be doing SummerSlam '99 on Sunday because we'll be watching our teams at that point.
I'll
Um,
be trying not to kill myself
yeah.
as Daniel Jones throws another pick to random ass Vikings player, and somehow
Oh
fucking
yeah. I hope you.
Sam
Oh.
Darnold.
Oh yeah. I'll be rooting for you guys. I forgot you're playing the Vikings, so I'll be rooting
Oh,
for you.
even if the Vikings beat us, it's not like the Vikings are going to be very great this year. Yeah, as long as you guys are at least half decent, you'll be better than them.
Oh, I think we will. I think we're better than the Vikings. Head to head, I think we're better than the Lions. We should have beat them that first
No,
game last year.
you
I
guys
think
aren't better than the Lions.
I think we are. We should have beat them the first game last year. We blew it late in the fourth quarter. Then we beat them the second game. Our defense plays well against Jared Goff all the time. We get Goff is going to give us won all the time. Their defense is great, but so is ours. So I can see us sweeping the Lions as long as we don't fricking lay an egg in the fourth quarter like we did the first game last year.
You guys are the third best team in that division, which
See, the
isn't.
only team I'm worried about, truthfully, is Green Bay. That's really the only team I'm worried about. We're not the Vikings are not better than us. The in terms
Lions
of
are.
the Lions could finish with a better record, but we're going to beat them head to head. And there is a chance that because we're going to be able to beat them head to head, there is a chance we could finish ahead of them. The Packers are the only team I'm truly worried about. That's no disrespect to the Lions. It's just I think we're a better team than them head to head.
I think the Lions could. This could be a surprising year for the Lions. They could be the Cinderella year finally. Finally
Maybe,
get to the Super Bowl for them.
maybe, but I hope not.
They beat the
Um,
Eagles last year, I think. No, the Buccaneers beat the Eagles.
yeah, the Eagles just I don't know what the hell happened to them down the
Oh, I
line.
don't know. It was hilarious though. That was see the two teams that the you were probably rooting for the Cowboys in that Packers game. I was rooting for the Packers all the way
The
Against the Cowboys and Packers this
Oh
year.
yeah, yeah. I was rooting for the Cowboys, obviously. Yeah,
Yeah, that was amazing. Greatest, one of the greatest nights of my life.
yeah. Well, thankfully the Packers and Lions did not get neither the Packers nor Lions made it to the Super Bowl. Thank God for the 49ers last year.
Well, you always think, thank God, the freaking Chiefs are, because that Lion team was able to handle that Chief team pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that Week 1 matchup, which is now a year ago. That was last year's opening night, wasn't it? Thursday night
Yeah,
game.
now
And
it's the
here we are.
fucking Chiefs and Ravens.
Yeah,
Woohoo! People are saying, "Oh, the Chiefs aren't going to be good this year." They're going to be. They're probably going to
yeah.
fucking freak. Like whenever we say that the Chiefs aren't good, they're good. It's
The only
Patrick
way
Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, and fucking Taylor Swift.
the only way they're not going to be good is if Pat Mahomes gets hurt.
Yeah,
That's the only way.
and if
Now,
that happens, then Travis Kelsey's fucked.
what's the over under on a TJ Tampa walk off pick six in overtime tonight?
Man, well, a lot of things would have to happen. A Ravens player would have to get hurt in order for that to happen. But could you imagine? We, I don't care what we're doing. We'd have to come on the street. It'd be like 11 o'clock at night our time. Hey guys, TJ fucking pick a freaking pick six in the end zone, runs it all the way back as time expires.
Yeah. So, okay, so next up we have SummerSlam '99. Following that, we will be going over the November 29th Raw, 2004, November 29th, 2004 Raw, the December 2nd, 2005 SmackDown. Then we go to the WrestleMania 15 Road to WrestleMania 15, which we will be skipping over Royal Rumble 99 because we already reviewed it. We will be skipping over the February 13th 99 Raw because we already reviewed it. We'll be covering the Sunday Night Heat halftime Heat match with Foley and Rock. We will do that before. We will do that in the review of whatever show was next, whichever Raw was next. We will review that halftime Heat first, then we'll get to that Raw in the same video. After the Road to WrestleMania 15, we will go to the Road to Unforgiven '01, and we will obviously be skipping over the 9/11 show because we reviewed that one,
Yeah,
and that's where we are right now. We have all those shows lined up.
yeah.
I guess that since this is the end of the Road to Vengeance, Christian said he wasn't going to be a part of that. So I guess SummerSlam '99, he might be back with us for that review.
Mm,
We'll see. We'll see. That's up to him. If he wants to if he wants to come back, he can. He was the one that said, like, I don't want to do Road to Vengeance. You guys can do that by yourself. And like since then, it's just been me and you. we've legitimately. I looked at it today. We've legitimately done 8 shows in a row by ourselves, just me and you.
Well, that's the neck to navel attitude, baby.
It was uh the June 10th, 04 SmackDown, which I thought Christian came in and like left. But it turns out the SmackDown before that, the February 19th, 04 one, was when he joined us and left. I don't even know what's the last show where it was like all three of us from start to finish. But June 10th, 2004 SmackDown, we did by ourselves. Bad Blood 04, we did by ourselves. WrestleMania 17, all the Raws leading up to Vengeance and now Vengeance. 8 shows in a
That's
row.
and
we'll
tomorrow. I mean, and next up it'll be not.
we'll see. I don't know. It's up to Christian. He's been talking about that he wants to come back. Now's his time. SummerSlam '99. And I told him yesterday too. Like you gotta wait to pick your next shows. You gotta wait because we got a lot of shows that are in the way. He told me what he wanted to do, and I was like, well, you're gonna have to remind me when we get up to like Unforgiven, the road to Unforgiven 01. And I told him, like, you have to be here for at least that road to Unforgiven 01 if you want to pick the next show. Because if he's not there for that, we're going to be sitting there doing that by ourselves. We're going to get to like Unforgiven 01. And we're going to be like, what do you want to do next? That would be my turn to pick if he's not there. If he is there, obviously we've picked, me and you have picked like the last probably 20 shows if you add the shows we haven't reviewed, so obviously he will pick the next one. But when that time
Yeah,
comes, he's just got to at least be around for Unforgiven 01 review if he wants to pick the next show.
I'm thinking of like what's the shortest possible road to a pay per view.
Right. uh we I like I said, I was watching those DX, the In Your House DX build up. That felt like a short, but I'm sure there's been a lot of short ones. It has to be like a Raw before SmackDown pay per view, or a brand extension where it's only the one show pay per view.
Yeah,
But it would only be like, well, when they started doing the two pay per view things, like two pay per views a month, that's when it started to get short. Those would be, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Like if we ever did a road to no mercy, we'd be
What
fucked.
year? What year?
Well, I mean, like if we ever did a road to no mercy 2004, we'd be screwed because we'd have to do all the Smackdowns post SummerSlam up until No Mercy.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's
That's
another
two
thing
months.
that
That's about 2 months worth of Smackdowns there.
you would have to do the same thing for '03.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. While like
Everyone was wrong.
picking an October, picking a No Mercy, would be really fucked.
We could do it though. I mean, I'm not saying we're gonna pick that because we're not picking any shows until we get to Unforgiven 01. But
Mhm.
yeah, why not? It's fun. It's fun to watch a build up to a pay per view. That's why I was like, when we were doing Bad Blood, and I'm almost certain now that it was at the Bad Blood '04 review. I was like, let's just build up to the Vengeance pay per view because it's like it was fun to do that. And after doing this, like we watching this pay per view, it's like, man, I've seen all this. It's cool to watch how everything unfolded at the pay per view.
Yeah,
So yeah, uh I don't know. Will Christian be back for SummerSlam '99? I don't know. That's up to him. He will, he'll be back if he wants to. He said he didn't want to do these, which is fine. That's, we're not mad at him for it. But it's just like, if he wants to pick the next show, like I said, he at the very least has to be here for Unforgiven 01. Because
yeah.
Unforgiven 01, that review will be the next time that it's going to be like, okay, what show are we doing next? Because we legitimately have like 15 to 20 shows lined up. At least it feels like 15 to 20. And it's like, we're
You're
not lining anything up anymore until we finish.
you're gonna announce your about to announce your show, and he'll cash in.
He'll be
I am
like,
I am cashing it. Oh, son of a bitch! Christian is cashing in his pick the next show.
hang on, you wasn't here. If you not here, you can't pick. That'll be
Oh,
so
son of a
funny.
bitch!
I think he'll be back. I don't know why he chose not to do the last 8 shows, but that was what he wanted to do. Um, but yeah, that's all I can say. It was
Oh, I thought of
what
a dark side. We can't. I wouldn't be able to do it with you. But a
right.
dark sided road to would have been SummerSlam '06
I have the shirt.
because
I have a shirt for that show because I was in a summer camp in '06, and my counselor end up going to that show in Boston, and it's like he brought the shirt back. He brought it and like brought it back for me. It doesn't fit me anymore, but I still have it. But yeah, that
but
would be you and Christian
that would be us doing SmackDowns,
and Raws.
Raws, and ECWs.
Oh yeah,
See that? I just thought like that'd be really hard.
yeah. I'm glad ECW didn't come in until 2006 because if we were to do something like that, I'd be like, nah, let's skip over the ECW ones. Fuck
No,
that.
we gotta do they have at least one match. We have to talk. We have to talk about their shows like Kevin Thorne and Hardcore Holly and
Christian loves
Sabu.
Christian loves ECW, so I'm sure he'd have no problem doing that. But again, well, I guess that would be your guys'
Yeah,
lineup. You guys have nothing lined up because you haven't done a damn show together since
yeah.
the XFL video. So I don't know. But
Oh
yeah,
shit!
once all Christian has to do is come back, and you guys will start doing videos together. But the most important thing is to get these shows that we've lined up out of the way. That's the most important thing right now. Because again, we have a lot lined up, and to the point where we're not taking any other. This is what we're gonna do until we get up to that last show. Unforgiven 01. Like I said,
Yeah,
if Christian wants to pick the next show, he absolutely can because it's been me and you for 8 shows, and in that time period, we've picked at least 20 shows. So it's like, but the one thing he at least has to be here for Unforgiven 01 to make that decision. If he's not here Unforgiven 01, then I'm picking because I'd be next in line.
and you're probably gonna pick an old freaking road too.
I probably would. I'm telling you, I've been enjoying these. I've been enjoying these.
We're just gonna go tick for tat for roads, road twos.
Yeah. I mean, why you don't like
No, no, I
watching
like the road twos.
it? I mean,
It's like we're
it
gonna
doesn't.
go tit for tat.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that we're gonna stop picking like individual shows, but it's just like right now, I like the idea of doing road twos. You know.
Road to the 10th anniversary of Raw. We have to watch every Raw for the first 10 years.
That'd
There
be
you go.
interesting. That'd be we pretty much get almost everything that I want to review out of the freaking way.
Oh, yeah, they're right because it would end in '03.
Yeah, early '03, but still, there'd only be like at least for the Raws that would like get almost every Raw out of the way. And like I said, at some point, I'll choose maybe a road to for a new generation era pay per view, and that will just be me and you because I know Christian said like, "Oh, I'm not doing those type of uh, shows." That's why we act that. That's why I actually have a playlist set up called New Generation Era Reviews because even though Christian did one with me, he was like, I don't like that era. I don't want to do those shows. I was like, fine, then I'll change the name to the shows and just call them New Generation Era reviews. And I've only done 2 shows so far. So because
Road
the
road
person,
road to beware dog 2.
yeah, you never, that would be a good one. I'm down with 90. 96 is my favorite year of the New Generation Era, so I damn sure be down with
It's
that.
so freaking weird.
Um, what's so wrong with 96?
No. I was getting 96 confused with 95.
I love 95 too. So
You're not doing it on purpose,
I'm
and
not.
that's
I swear.
I know you're not. That's like the thing.
There are trolls out there who do shit like that, like say like, oh, I like this that you don't like, just to get people mad. First off, I don't understand why liking something that people don't like get people angry. I don't understand that. And second off, listen, I don't care how much somebody hates something. If I like it, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I don't like it. like
How
like
dare you not? How dare you not like the Giants, Frank? Damn you! You must like the Giants. You live in New York.
I don't hate the Giants. Obviously, they're not in the NFC North, but I'm just saying you think you guys are in good position with Daniel
We
Jones as
are.
your quarterback. I don't think you are.
We we
Is it?
look. Brian Dayball is taking over play calling. He knows Daniel Jones' strengths. Now, if you remember, the one year that Daniel Jones was really good, that earned him the contract, is when Brian Daboll was under command of all the play calls.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones isn't a good short passer; he's a good long passer.
He's
That's
like
where his
the
strength
anti.
is.
He's like the anti Mitchell Trubisky. Trubisky
Yeah,
can throw the short ball. He can't do the long ball. He has a
and that,
horrible accuracy when it comes to the long ball. That's why I
at
hated
least he,
Trubisky. I
at
hated
least he's
Trubisky.
not Justin Fields.
Justin Fields can chuck it down the field, man. I'm telling you. Justin
But
Fields was
How many snaps is he playing on Sunday?
how many snap? What do you mean?
How many plays is he playing on Sunday?
This Sunday?
Justin Fields. Yeah.
Yeah, have you heard Russell Wilson might be hurt?
Oh, well, that'd be unfortunate. That'd be
That'd be
unfortunate for the
unfortunate.
Steelers.
That'd be unfortunate for whoever the Steelers are playing.
Yeah, the whole Steelers country. Let's weld.
Just like you say with Daniel Jones is going to be great with the head coach. I think Justin Fields is going to kill it with Mike Tomlin. I'll tell you that right. Is
Let's
it
get
is it
fucking
pouring?
Mike.
Is it pouring
What?
where you are? Is it pouring
No,
where you are? Oh, it looks like it outside.
it's the
Uh,
sky.
I don't know. The sky looks dark. I don't know.
It's called nighttime.
No, know that. just because just because my just because my window is covered up, just because my window is covered up doesn't mean I don't know how the night looks.
You go outside. Ah, what's this? This bright star in the sky. It burns.
But yeah, um, again, we are not picking shows even for a different series, like I said. But I may go pick a new generation era road to the next time I pick, because I know that I finally have somebody who's willing to watch these Raws with me from the early years. Even the person, like once we get up to the pay per view, we might have a guest because there is a person who has been on the channel with us named Nat who has reviewed New Generation or pay per views with me. I had it lined up to where we were going to actually start watching the Raws from beginning to the end of the New Generation, or she didn't want to do them. It's like, I just want to review the pay per views. She agreed to it at first, but I was like, nah, I just want to do the pay per views. So now that I have somebody who's willing to watch these Raws, somewhere down the line, when it's my next pick, that might be my next pick, a New Generation or a Road to. But
Yeah.
like I said, we're not picking anything yet. What were you gonna say?
Is this going to be when we do Sunday Night Heat? Is it going to be our first Heat review that we've ever done.
The halftime heat.
Yeah.
Yes, and we can do those first years, those first 2 years of Heat are absolutely worth reviewing because
No,
they continue the storylines. Those first 2 years, 98, 99, we could do.
well, this Vengeance Heat continued the storyline. That's when we found out that Garrison Keith was going to be coach's part.
Well, obviously the pay per view pre show continues storylines, but Heat every week did not continue story. Heat back then was just a raw recap. But obviously, on the pay per view pre-show, they built up storylines. They set up the first match of the night. That's really what they did.
Well, we also had Trish Stratus out there, and
Yeah.
freaking not Chief Morley. We swear, even though he looks like him, Val Venus.
Trish should have been on that pay per view. I don't know why she wasn't, but again, well, I do kind of know why she was, but I'm just like she should have been on it.
We needed time for Molly, Holly, and Victoria again, guys. Come on.
I'm not complaining about that, even though the match itself, could have been better. But I'm not complaining about seeing them.
If you want to step up, step up. You're gonna get knocked down.
That's the wrong pay per view.
It's the same pay per view.
It's not, it may have had some rematches in a
It
way.
it
But
had a lot in common with WrestleMania 20. Okay,
okay, so the main event of WrestleMania 20 was a triple threat. The main
but
event
it
of
involved
Vengeance
Triple H and Benoit.
Shawn Michaels was nowhere to be found for the main event of Vengeance.
He was busy fucking his wife.
Randy Randy Orton was in a 3-on-2 handicap match. He's wrestling in an Intercontinental title 1-on-1. Batista was in a 3-on-2 handicap match. He's in
Yes,
a 1-on-1 with Chris Jericho. Chris
and Jericho
Jericho
lost.
faced Christian. Chris Jericho faced Christian. He's facing a much bigger guy than Christian. Kane was saying that he was not going to wrestle his brother at WrestleMania because he buried him alive. He ultimately did wrestle his brother. He goes from that to wrestling somebody else's brother and Jeff Hardy, but not his own brother. So, it's not like WrestleMania 20. La Resistance were in a 4-way tag title match. They're still in a tag title match, but not.
Yeah, there you go.
Jonathan
And
Coachman.
Rhino,
Jonathan Coachman was not on the card. Garrison Cade, was he in the 4-way or was he not on the card?
he was probably on the freaking 4-way.
Was it Cade and Jindrak? No, I don't think because Jindrak didn't leave yet. The draft hadn't happened yet. But I don't think Cade and Jindrak were in that match. Victoria did face Molly Holly. That's about the one thing. That's about the one thing where it's an actual WrestleMania 20 rematch.
Well, they also had Drowning Pool.
Drowning Pool. Yeah, same band for so
They're in the New York area.
Connecticut.
Look, if we can see a Connecticut from across the river, if you look at the North Shore, after you've dodged all the freaking horseflies and the stupid rocks over there, it's basically New York. Let's build the bridge. Come on.
That's Build a Bridge of Survivor Series 03.
Let's build the bridge between New York and Connecticut, guys. Let's get that started. It's been in the works for years. No one's ever done it.
What more can we talk about? Even though we're no longer talking about the actual show we reviewed, but what more can we talk about? We're about to hit the 1 hour mark, which is normally is when we finish the show.
Wanna step up, step up. Well, this didn't have Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's
That's
a
right.
difference.
That's right. There you go. Sheriff Austin was nowhere to be found.
Yeah,
No Brock Lesnar. No Goldberg.
He was Brock Lesnar at this point was training to get his ass cut from the Vikings.
Yeah. No Jesse Ventura in the crowd.
No
There will be
No Donald
there
Trump.
there will be Jesse Ventura on our next review.
There will. Oh yes, there will.
I
We
can't
got
wait. I
Chuck on.
love. I I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not gonna spoil my review, but I have reviewed that show from my Facebook page, so I'm still gonna watch it. But it's like I don't have to take notes. I can actually sit down and enjoy the show, and it is a show that is very enjoyable. So I'm gonna have fun watching that.
Jesse Ventura is like, it's a conspiracy, Coral. It's a conspiracy, JR. Stone Cold doesn't want to drop the title to Triple H, but he'll drop it to Mankind.
Well, some say he was originally supposed to drop it to China.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah, it would
Then
have.
Jesse Ventura said, I'm not being in the same ring as a woman, Gorilla. And Vince like, stop calling me Gorilla. He's dead.
Oh my god. So this is since it's the show we have coming up. Let's run down the card a little bit. IC and European Intercontinental and European title. D'Lo Brown taking on Jeff Jarrett. Uh, tag
Oh,
team
yeah.
tag team turmoil number one contenders match. Hardcore title. This is what I loved about the Attitude Era, man. These hardcore title matches where they go all around the arena, and in this case, outside the arena. I love these matches, man. Women's title: Ivory versus Tori. Lions Den match: ugh. Ken Shamrock versus Steve Blackman. Street fight: love this angle. Shane McMahon versus Test. Tag titles: Kane and X Pac, one of my favorite acts of 1999. X Pac as the underdog and running with Kane, that was so good. But Kane and X Pac take on Undertaker and Big Show. Your King of the Ring winner, Billy Gunn, takes on The Rock. And then in your main event, triple threat for the WCW title, Kevin Nash versus Sid versus let's see who would he be facing? Savage. That's your SummerSlam '99 main event.
10 out of 10.
No, the real main event obviously is Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Triple H versus Mankind, and Mankind looking for his second WWE title run because obviously on
Third.
January. Uh, when was his? I figured it might not have been. When did he get it his second time?
Halftime heat.
Oh yeah,
Spoilers.
that's right. Yeah, we're gonna review that. Obviously, yeah. The title flipped hands a lot leading into WrestleMania 15.
We're gonna we're gonna review him winning the title and then dropping it right back
Yeah.
like 2 weeks later in a ladder match.
Oh yeah, the ladder match, right? Oh, I remember now. Yes, we will be reviewing all of that, except
Oh
for
God,
Rumble.
we get to
Except
see
for
Big
Rumble.
Show come back.
Yeah, except for Rumble. If you want to if you
Yeah,
want to review Royal Rumble '99, you'll have to do it by yourself because me and Christian already gave our thoughts. If you actually do that and you do upload it to the channel, there will be 3 Royal Rumble '99 reviews on this channel because Christian did it with somebody else before me, and then we did it, and then you would do it by yourself. But I don't know. I have to do I have to do WrestleMania 18 by myself because you guys did that behind my back. I will have to do
that
Capital.
was.
What?
I think that was that
I,
my pick.
no, it was Christian's pick because I remember I was like,
Uh,
"Wow, dude, I told you not to do." Like I was more upset with him because I told him directly. I don't think anybody told you yet. It's like don't review shows beyond 2005. I mean, only review shows beyond 2005. It's just gonna be you and him. I'll have to review Capital Carnage by myself. I'm not sure if I ever will, but I'll have to review No Way Out 05 by myself. And this was before you, but I've already had to review uh, Invasion by myself. Because for some reason, when we decided to review Invasion, I was very
did it
busy.
separately.
Yeah, but the thing is, I was very busy at the time, and Christian was like, "We have to do it. We have to do it. We have to do it." He's like, he's thinking like if we go all this time without doing a video, like it's gonna hurt the channel, as if we have enough people to even get hurt. It's like, no, there are so many big YouTubers out there that'll go like a whole month without posting a video. They'll post a video and they still get big views. It's like we're not hurting the channel. So he was like, "I said if you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it by myself." And I'm like, did he really just? I like wake up that day and I'm like, did he really do it by himself? What the hell? So about a couple months later, I actually reviewed that show by myself. It's my one review that is by myself on the channel.
It's the Frank Show starring Frank,
Like
the
I said,
retro bro.
yeah, at the time, yes, at the time.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you want to review Royal Rumble '99, you'll have to do that by yourself. That could be how we kick off the road to WrestleMania 15. Maybe you can review Royal Rumble by yourself.
Yeah, I might. I'm trying to remember a show I did by myself and how good it
You
actually came.
reviewed you reviewed the Royal Rumble by yourself,
That's
actually,
right. I
or
think I
did you
reviewed
preview?
a.
Did you preview it or did
I
you
definitely
review?
previewed it.
Okay,
I
well
don't know.
then, yeah. I don't think you've reviewed a show by yourself on here yet.
Oh wow.
So you can do it for the Road to WrestleMania 15. You can review Royal Rumble '99 and the February 13th '99 Raw. You can do those by yourself.
It'll be very short because when I'm by myself, it'll be this person won, that person won. Here's who won the Royal Rumble. See you guys. It'll be fucking. It'll be a short.
Yeah, it'll be more of a recap than a review. But
Here's a one.
hey,
Here's a one.
yeah, at least it can still set up into, even if you're just going out and saying what happened, it's at least a nice way to set up into the next show that we go to. But like I said, even if you don't do that, we're still gonna link the original review of me and Christian for both shows when we get to them. Like when we
Yeah.
start the first show for that WrestleMania 15 review, that would be the Raw after Royal Rumble. We will link the Royal Rumble review in the description for anybody who wants to start with that Royal Rumble review. And then same thing for the February 13th Raw. Whatever show was whatever show was before that, we will link in the description for that episode.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like I said, this is going to be our first road to where we review two pay-per-views.
Indeed.
It should be three pay-per-views, but we've already got one of those out of the way. So St. Valentine's Day Massacre will also be a part of that review.
Ooh, boo boo badoo. You're
And then
driving me crazy.
we are going to, at some point we are going to do Road to Today, where we review the very first show in the history of WWE, their very first show, whatever, like however long, 50 plus years ago. And we will do every single show from all the way up until whichever day we land on.
Until 2005, when you stopped watching, and I have to do the rest of with Siege.
Yeah, you have to do the rest with Christian.
Yeah,
We got to get house shows. If you have a
house
fan
shows.
cam, if you went to a house show and you got a fan cam, you got to send it to us so we can review that. We got to review every single thing WWE is.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it would be unique.
It would. Nobody's reviewed house shows before.
Yeah, I'm
At
sure.
least not on YouTube. Meltzer does. Or
I'm
did.
sure at some point this month, either me, you, or CJ will probably review the McMahon Netflix stuff.
I mean, we could talk about that documentary. I'm very excited to see that.
Did you see the trailer?
I watched it today. It looks really good.
Yeah, people are kind of worried about it.
Why? Because they think it'll make Vince look good.
Well, they're saying they think because it's WWE produced and WWE is now working with Netflix,
Hmm.
that they won't go in as hard as they could with all
Right.
the stuff that came out about him.
And Vince is going to be a part of the
Well,
documentary.
yeah, they were when they interviewed him. I'm pretty sure all that was recorded before all the shit that came out about him.
Oh, so they've been planning this for how long have they been planning this then?
They've been doing this shit for years.
Oh wow, I did not
You,
know
you
that.
notice how you notice how Vince doesn't have a fucking pedo mustache anymore? In
Yeah,
the
yeah.
that's how long it's been.
Wow.
No mustache to Vince.
Does he still have that mustache? Like we don't even see him anymore. Does
Oh
he still have
no,
the
because
mustache?
he doesn't go into public anymore. The next time we see him will probably be in
WrestleMania.
a no. He's banned.
Oh, he's gonna Enzo WrestleMania.
No,
He's showing up in the crowd with a sign. Remember when Enzo did that? Was it
he's banned.
a Survivor Series or something? Enzo showed up in the crowd and had a sign like Vince McMahon and Enzo's WrestleMania. Imagine that. He just so shows up in the crowd. Well, Shane Douglas actually was the first to do that, I think. Was it I think it was a WWE show. I think Shane Douglas did that first. I don't know when he did it, but it had to be during the Monday Night War, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that Netflix documentary.
It'll be interesting to see a little bit more backstage info that we possibly don't know, even though we have a pretty much good idea on when everything he does it.
And we also have to review Tro's history on FCT ENT. We have to review we got to rewatch every show you've been on, and then we have to critique your every video you've been on. We have to critique your performance.
You can
He
rewatch
looked
my
he looked really bad in that one video.
yeah. I wonder
That
to
one
the, to the extreme. X marks the spot on that one.
video. Yeah,
Next
yeah.
to Mabel.
He gets a dud rating on that.
Um,
Motherfucker clearly didn't want to be there on that one.
no, but you can also see in the first review I did. I think
Royal Rumble
I,
'06.
it was either Royal Rumble 06 or New Year's Revolution 06.
See, I always have been under the impression it might have been New Year's Revolution. Actually,
You
let me
see,
see it in the playlist. I can look
I
in the
think it's New
playlist.
Year's. I think it's New Year's because I remember saying at the Royal Rumble how funny it was that that we reviewed Edge winning the title first and then having him lose it the next show I
Yeah,
did.
I can check the playlist right now. The playlist is all in order, so we'll see right now. Hold on.
Awkward Tro, not knowing how to do these shows, barely knowing you and barely knowing Christian.
I mean, we've been Facebook friends for years, talking about the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Facebook friends who hadn't talked at all. Like I don't know if you're a creep. If you're like, hi guys, welcome to FCT and day.
So
So I was a
so
retro bros at that point.
yeah. So the last show before your debut was actually Great American Bash '04, which is crazy. That's one of my favorite shows. That was and it was New Year's Revolution. You're right. The next show was New Year's Resolution, and actually, so I might have been wrong about you having to review February 13th, '99 by yourself because that was the next show we did. I don't know if you were part of it though.
I don't think I was
You probably weren't. Let me see something.
because that was back when you only had me as a special guest.
Yeah, you weren't a part of it. I just pulled it up. It was me and Christian.
I was probably in the comments.
I think you were. That's essentially how it started.
Yeah.
You were always in the
Hey guys,
comments.
hey guys, I can review '06 shows.
That's what you said. You said like once you guys get to like '06 through '08, you can have me on. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not really gonna be picking those shows, but Christian might. So okay, I'll keep it in
Yeah,
mind. And I did.
I
I kept it in mind. The first time Christian picked an '06 show, well, actually it was it wasn't an '06 show, but because it wasn't it New Year's resolution? Hold on, let me see something. I gotta look back at it again now.
I remember I offered, and I never expected you to actually answer back. I'm like, oh shit, he actually wants me to come on.
You didn't expect me to answer back?
I didn't expect anyone to ever hear back. I'm like, did I say that once? Because I said it at a on one of your posts, and
Yeah.
I think it was like months later that you were like, "Hey,
Oh,
we're doing a House Six show."
yeah. Okay, I actually messed up. After Great American Bash '04, we reviewed New Year's Revolution '05, and then we went to the February 13th. So the February 13th Raw was actually the last show before you. And then
Free throw it.
we did New Year's Revolution '06. And once he picked that, I probably even said it on air on at the end of that February 13th show. I probably said, "Oh well, somebody's gonna want to join us for that." And I hit you up. I was like, "You want to come through?"
Pre-show era of the channel.
It is so funny that at first we did like '06 reviews, and like Christian had always been like okay, so like I said with new generation era, he's like I don't want to do those. I did a 2000 Nitro where he just didn't want to be a part of it. And it's like, okay, I guess I can't do those either. Like he was sitting there, like he didn't bring anything to the tables. Like he did a few jokes, but I'm sitting there like,
That sounds familiar.
yeah, yeah. He didn't bring anything to the table. So I was like, okay, we can't do the 2000 Nitros. So at this point, it's like, okay, if he has his shows that he doesn't want to do, which I'm totally fine with, then I'm gonna have my shows that I don't want to do, and that's how we got to the point where now, anytime there's anything '06 to pretty much now, it's just you and Christian, and there you
Yeah,
go. And anytime it's anything of new generation era from now on, it'll be me and you, at least for the weekly shows. Again, Nat might will join us for the pay per views, but
we have to we
2000
have to
Nitro.
find somebody else for golden era shows.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't do '80s.
I probably would, but now we have like new people for every generation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know if we can find anybody for the '80s. We'll see.
Hey, random
Um,
person who remembers the '80s. What was it like back then?
I've been looking for people to do 2000 nitros with, but I can just never find it. But I'm in a group where people like it, like the 2000 nitros,
Yeah,
because it's a Russo
you
group,
freaks.
and I've had somebody agree to it, and like has never really gotten back to me. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. That's why there hasn't been that many 2000 nitros. You actually picked right before like right around the time I came back from my grandfather's. You picked Slamboree 2000. That was one of the
Yeah,
shows, one of the first
it
shows
was a
we
joke.
that was one of the first shows we did when I came back. And that was like one of the last shows where it was like all three of us. I swear.
Yeah, but
Because
that whole thing came to be because I made a joke.
I know Ready to Rumble.
About,
And I love Ready to Rumble.
yeah, you came on just to defend it.
Yeah. Um Well, I didn't come on the episode where you guys made fun of Ready to Rumble. I don't think I watched that live. I watched that like the day after or something.
How dare you make fun of Ready to Rumble? I shall come back just to fight you.
Well, I was already coming back. It was already
I know. I am leaving everything. You just like sorry. I must leave now. I have to defend Ready to Rumble. And just like the nod of like yes, I understand. I must go now.
um I swear I can't remember if Christian left in the middle of Ready to Rumble, but I swear it feels like that's the last show we did where it was all three of us from start to finish. So like I said, the last show where it was all three of us was the February 19th, 04 SmackDown. He left in the middle of that one and we finished that. And yeah, the show before it was actually Slamboree 2000. So if he didn't leave Slamboree 2000 at any point, that's the last show that we did that was all three of us from start to finish. But I do remember the show before that was the July 30th, 2000 Raw, and he left that show. I know that. But we ended up doing like 6 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that should be a punishment one day for somebody. Watch our 6 hour stream.
6 hours stream. You have to find where we actually talk about this show. Because it's not like we went through the show and then started talking about other shit. It was like we started talking about the show, got off topic for about a half hour, went back to the show, finished the show, and then kept talking for like another 4 hours.
Yeah.
I would have to look at Slamboree to see if he actually was. Let me see. I'm gonna zoom through this to see if he actually. Oh, he was even on. He wasn't even on camera too for that one. Oh, let's see here. Oh, then okay, he came back. Did go on camera eventually. Yeah, it looks like he stayed for this one.
Come on, come
David, I love our. I love both of our tags for the Slamboree 2000. Remember the Yager bobblehead situation?
on. Yeah.
So my tag is where's my Yager bobblehead, and your tag is David Flair's number one fan Tro.
Yeah, that was during my David Flair hate era. That
So
was
yeah,
my villain arc.
the last show we reviewed all the last show that we've reviewed all three of us all together was Slamboree 2000. And SummerSlam, will it be all three of us? Will it be all three of us from start to finish? Who knows? We'll find out.
Are you watching any of the Syracuse Mets?
Syracuse. Oh, what channel is Syracuse Mets on?
60. SMY.
Oh, SNY. Yeah, sadly I don't have SNY.
That's right.
That's why I've been watching the Mets on MLB. The MLB.
You've been missing Acuna hitting 55 home runs. The greatest AAA player ever. But we don't need him.
Any prospects doing anything in this game?
Only prospect announcers. Well, it's the AAA Yankees against the AAA Mets, so it's big time.
Yeah. I used to love watching when they would have, especially if a big pitching prospect was on the mound. That's where I've watched Harvey games when he was in Buffalo. I watched Syndergaard when he was in Buffalo. Who else did I watch? That might have been it. But I used to love when SNY played the minor league games. Remember the old?
They can't keep on playing all of the freaking 5 Days in Flushing.
Yeah, 5 Days in Flushing is a great documentary, though.
Yeah, sad ending.
Yeah, well, what's this year's documentary going to be? Grimace and Hawk Tua.
Yeah,
because
Tua.
the Mets cooled off, and then all of a sudden the Hawk Tua girl throws out the first pitch, and they've been like 13-5 or something since she threw out the first pitch.
Yeah, everyone freaked out. Everyone freaked out about it.
Yeah, the fake anger for her throwing out the first pitch. Like, come on now.
No, it wasn't fake anger. People were like, "Think of the children."
Yeah,
It was camp day. I have to. I
I'll
have to
put it.
explain that to my child.
Yeah, I'll put it better. It was silly anger. Yeah, explain
And
it.
then she revealed, no, I'm here because of my dog.
Right. She
Like I'm
no.
promoting
It was
this. I'm promoting this.
yeah. She was promoting like something to do with dogs. It was some type of
Do you think Lou will bring her in for a
uh
ceremony puck drop?
she's got too much hair.
But that is true.
She'd have
Like
to
Med trying to explain the hawk to it to Lou and Ro. Spit on what thing? Oh hell no!
Lou would just see the video and be like, she has to shave. Like, sir, she doesn't work for I don't care she has to shave.
I don't look. I made Pete Alonso shave.
Well, she doesn't have facial hair, but she has long hair. And that's also a big issue, right?
You,
That's the thing.
you
That's
know,
what's named Declare had to shave his dreads.
you saw who Utah signed. What's his name?
Um
Verdozo.
yes, Bartuzo. Did you see who signed a tryout with Senators?
If you fucking say Josh Bailey,
No, it's not Josh
I'll
Bailey.
kill you.
But I guess they love Josh Bailey so much that they said, let's get one of Josh Bailey's former teammates. You got three guesses. Go ahead. Three
Well,
guesses.
it's not Johnny Boychuk.
No, it's not Boychuk. He's a former
Franz
teammate.
Nielsen.
It's not Franz Nielsen. No, Franz is retired officially. He did announce it. He did announce it. You got one more. You got one more. You're never gonna get it.
It's gonna be like some random ass Islander.
Yes. Yes.
Trent Hunter.
How about Nikolai Kulemin?
Coolman. Everyone remembers Coolman. But
Nikolai.
when Bertuzzo signed with Utah, I guess the Utah fans didn't know that he had shaved his beard.
Oh.
So they're like, what happened to his beard? Oh my god, what did Lou do to him? To be fair,
Wow.
he was traded here, so I can understand if he would be pissed off.
Right, right. Uh, I do not like the facial hair. How do you say it? The rule thing. Like the Yankees do it, the Islanders do it. I don't agree with it. You know.
He's gonna start doing it to fans. I'm gonna be kicked out.
Well, you just got to
Sorry, bro.
bring a razor to the UBS and you'll be fine.
You'd think as a season ticket holder they'd appreciate me, but as they keep on showing nonstop at every fucking chance they get,
Yeah.
they fuck us. So
He's gonna
remember,
take he's gonna take one look at you and be like, that blue and orange hair, you gotta shave that. Like this is a wig. He's like, I don't care, shave it.
I want to buy it.
Yeah, I
How
want to buy
much?
$50. $50.
Just bring back Josh Bailey.
I
Bring
really
it
want to know.
four games.
I really want to know if the person who offered to pay $50 for the wig has ever seen our video where we talk about that, or this video. If she'll ever see this video.
She's the biggest. She's Kaz Matsui, whoever the hell kept on popping up her shit.
If she really gave you the middle finger just for not letting you wear the wig. That's wild. That's wild.
That's life.
And the only reason she wanted to wear the wig was to take a picture with it, right? For the gram.
For the gram.
That's funny.
Highlight of the season. Getting flipped off after I got drenched in fucking rain.
Oh, it rained that day. What game was that again?
It was some random ass June game.
Uh,
That's how pointless it was. I'm trying to watch it further.
all right. I think we've said
Yeah, I'm trying to multitask and watch my show and focus on you at the same time.
yeah. All right, so thank you to anybody who's watched. We had no comments today, but yeah, thank you to anybody who watched. And please subscribe. And don't forget to check out our SummerSlam 99 review coming up soon.
Yep, and check out